Look at that. Spectacular. It was created thousands of years ago during the Great Melt, the retreating glaciers, forming this incredible canyon. It is a place not well traveled, plenty of wildlife, moose, elk, deer, cougars, wolves, and small creatures as well. And according to the old-timers in the area, Sasquatch. Yes, that's what they say. Not only are they here, they are thriving, procreating, raising families, and avoiding us humans at all cost. Now that's what we've been told. As many of our longtime viewers will tell you, we need to see it for ourselves. That's why we're here. We will spend considerable time at this location. We've been here before, even shared this place with you. But there's much more to do. We continue our explorations throughout British Columbia into areas where people have allegedly seen or had a Bigfoot experience. Still waiting. That's kind of our mantra. Hurry up and wait. Welcome to this edition of Monster of the Woods, the Sasquatch in British Columbia, Canada. Glad you could join us. We will discuss more about this location in a future video we will release this summer in 2022. Now let's talk about something we found off Big Bar Road. These. What appear to be large tracks are actually a four-legged creature, and due to melting snow, appear larger than they actually are. It's easy to be fooled by these things. So, study tracks, study prints, and certainly take into account all the conditions, the weather, the time of the year, etc. Should you find yourself driving on Big Bar Road, or any of the roads up here, you have to use caution. Wildlife, people that know the roads and are traveling fast, commercial traffic, and road conditions that change all the time. You need to be safe. Remember that. Now let's talk about the early prospectors who came to British Columbia to get rich by finding gold, and their Sasquatch encounters. There are some documented cases. To prove them as reality is challenging, to say the least. There are reports today that have been created for your entertainment and are simply not true. So did the Sasquatch harass the prospectors? Maybe. What did harass them was bears, grizzly and others, and the moose. They learned very quickly the moose can be a dangerous critter. Now let's say you're driving on a road, off the highway, and you see a moose, and you say, I'm going to take a picture of that creature. Don't. Give them a wide berth and keep on moving. Should you stop, say it's mating season, they are aggressive and can be very dangerous to your better health. Just so you know. Our purpose to be on this road is very specific. We're traveling into an area where people have claimed since the 1960s there have been Sasquatch encounters, sightings, and experiences. Their words, not ours. We will spend 2 days here. We will be quiet. We will listen and wait. for something, anything, out of the ordinary to transpire, to convince ourselves we're not wasting our time looking for the forest beings, as it were. On a perfect day, clear skies, fresh air, all is right with the world. With the coordinates provided to us by an eyewitness to a Sasquatch sighting, allegedly, we will be here for 38 hours. In that time, we'll be quiet, listen, and wait. For what? Who knows? I want you to look at this. What is that, Boop? That is cattle feces. Cow pie. Nothing more, nothing less. This area is absolutely spectacular. The following images show the surrounding territory where the Sasquatch may or may not be. Departing our last location, we head to a lake that's very familiar to us, and a place where people have told us they have been hearing strange things. Something that people tell us all the time. So anytime people hear things they do not recognize, for the not-so-seasoned traveler, they equate it to the Sasquatch, because of all the hype, of course. Here in this province, we have animals that make all sorts of weird sounds, but not this one. This is a young beaver, chowing down in this beautiful setting. Yeah, he's going to grow up to build a dam. Now it's time to head to Lillooet for some R&R. It seems they're constantly working on these roads up here. There are rock slides, changing conditions, wind, weather, winter, freeze, thaw. The roads are not always great, and sometimes bad things happen. It's redundant, I know, but you have to be safe. On the right, that's a drop-off, a long way down, and you or I do not want to end up down there. No, we don't. So after some time in Lillooet, a quaint little town, one of our favorites, we're going to go out into the field again. We had a conversation the other day as to why our view count is so very low on this program. Many people watch Finding Bigfoot, Mountain Monsters, and other specialty programs related to the cryptozoology theme. We're not competing. Some may find our programming lackluster, mundane, or just simply boring. In our defense, how else are you going to get here if you live in Rome, Italy, Manhattan, London? We take you into this place, the place where the legend of the Sasquatch began so very long ago, and the creatures may be out there. We explore and we share. Some have turned this theme into a business, capitalizing through trickery, sleight of hand, so to speak. We explore and we share. We want your attention. Nothing else. Support this content. Please, like, subscribe, and share. Now on to a different subject, one that's serious. It's that time of year again, the wildfire season. A time we all must be careful and respect fire bans, so this doesn't happen. Now, many of the fires are caused by lightning strikes, but a lot by human activity. All too often we see people throwing out cigarette butts from their moving vehicle. Plain stupidity. Across this continent and around the world, it's getting hotter and drier. From California, Arizona, across Canada, wildfires are devastating the land and the people's lives. Scenes like this are repeated in many places. Wildlife foraging for food that is simply not there. Now, for certain, wildfires have their place in nature. They make the forest recover in a much more robust fashion, and they have for tens of thousands of years. Still, it takes longer for the nature to recover, for trees to grow, for plant life to return. This is a fact of life. For the smallest of creatures, like this cute little marmot, their numbers are dwindling. Everything is connected. Everything. You, I, that little critter, everything. And the Sasquatch, well, listen to the eagle. Now we must show our gratitude to the First Peoples, for without them this program would not exist. We are humbled by allowing us to explore on your land. We will continue to bring you mysteries, things that we don't understand, but maybe you do. If you've had an experience with Sasquatch, let us know. Thanks for watching. Eyes open, cameras ready. Over and out.